It's this whole situation is
can you send in the video he made on me? Can you send Muta the video he made on me that one summer?
Please teach me your ways, washed up commentary channel number 46,853.
Tommy, that video was not about you. I gave you a 3-minute segment, and rest assured, Mutahar already watched it. This is the text he sent me after he watched it.
I think you put our friend Tommy on suicide watch, bro. Wait, for real? Lol, I saw the first part. LMFAO. If he didn't already, he probably should.
And now, all of a sudden, he is pretending to be best friends with Tommy C., someone he constantly talked shit about.
I mean, I've had this discussion with Tommy recently, and actually I would say Tommy C and his call-outs with Max, because I have respect for Tommy C. I've talked to him, and I think...
Secondly, what's with suing your supposed friend Mutahar for $1 million, telling the victim that he's rich and so seeking $1 million would help with the case?
I basically realized that this person wants to effectively sue me for a large chunk of money, okay? An obscene amount of money. Why? Because to me, all this appears is all I ever was to this man was an extremely rich friend who had enough social media clout for him to piggyback his stupid case off of.
I think you're all like that, Muta. I think you and the rest of the other two might be too. Remember, the guy they exposed, this, what's his name? Not Nuxtaku, Nexpo, came in here arguing in Mama Max's defense after Mama Max supposedly threw him under the bus. Unbelievable.
My stupid...
Because he wanted to get, even though he was accused by all these people, he wanted to get back in their good graces by debating me. By debating me.
Case.
Night Doc, excuse me. It was Night Doc, sorry. Nexpo, we'll get into that later. I'm suspicious.
That's another story.
I don't know. Nexpo's got some explaining to do. I heard it's going to come out, so we got plenty of content coming. But I would not be a bit surprised, just gut feeling here, if Nexpo tried to get rid of the competitions through Max. Yeah. You know, I've said that before, and people said I was crazy. And then Zlazo happened.
Oh yeah, I thought he was my friend too. Until I saw the things he was doing.
What was he doing?
Immediately he initiated sex.
SA victim recounting her story to Mutahar. That's another thing. He throws her under the bus. Correct?
Immediately. Well, because she threw him under the bus as well.
Yeah. But that's the thing. That makes it an unreliable narrator. You use this as the forefront of your Vampire Werewolf Cup mission, and now she's got credible? And you're going to sit there, SA victim recording her story to Mutahar.
Okay. At the time...
Guess what? I stand by that laughing. Because, in fairness to Mutahar, I didn't believe her. And you're the one that said she was no good to begin with. So I don't know how this is a known.
Nick?
What?
Yeah! It's Ultimate Rape Review!
Ultimate Rape Review.
I gotta be honest, I stand by Ultimate Rape Reviews. We have found so many of these bullshit cases. And I know Hassan likes to use Ultimate Rape. I have no problem with it. It is funny as fuck hell. Maybe at one day this thing will be used and it'll be against a legitimate person, but it hasn't really happened yet. Or it's legitimate, but it's shoehorned into something worse than the actual crime or accusation that takes place. So I stand by this. And by the way, if you don't think I didn't miss it, Muta didn't make this. This is why you turned on him? Because of Ultimate Rape Review? How believable is that, Vault?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Just so everyone is clear on this, Mutahar digitally signed a non-disclosure agreement to protect the identity.
Well, go to court and take him up on it, you dipshit.
It doesn't mean shit.
It doesn't mean shit. Like, does he think this is an own too? Does he think this is, oh, wow, oh, like he broke the law? Get the fuck out of here.
Testimonies
And let's be honest, Mutahar's gone down with his credibility. That's the only reason this video came out, because Max thought he could get over on it.
evidence of the survivors and was only allowed to release it with their consent. And then he breached that agreement multiple times.
Sue him! That's what the thing's for. Sue him! If it's worth the paper it's printed on.
Okay, I just got confirmation. Mutahar just fucking DM'd me.
Especially when there's...
Mutahar just fucking DM'd me saying that there's not even proof confirming that there's even evidence. I thought he was bullshitting about the NDA. If Mutahar actually did have to sign an NDA to see the information, he broke that NDA with me because he told me in my DMs that it's...
Oh, wow, I'm so shocked he broke an NDA. Are you, like, this changes everything.
Better call
The
Saul.
evidence is.
Yeah, NDA didn't have a mechanism for it. Yeah, especially since he's like a Canadian.
Keep in mind, Mutahar did not talk to any of the survivors when he was leaking this information.
Well, Tom did. He did a much better job than you.
And he is the very reason why people were not taking the evidence seriously.
That's a lie. I mean, this is making Muta look great. You're taking it seriously because you were contradicting yourself. Well, by the way, Turkey Tom made a video on what was legitimate about this, and it wasn't what you were saying. Your stuff was clickbait, out of fucking control, trying to, like, bribe Charlie. Good move there.
Exactly what is the supernatural?
Is this the same guy? Am I supposed to take this serious? The same guy's like, I'm the pedo, Charlie. You have to listen to me. This is the same guy making this video right now. Seriously. I'll tell you something. I'm not happy with Mutahar, but I'm not going to sit there and put up with this bullshit.
Here, like, let's just try to understand that.
Did you hear any of the lore?
They started...
Lore?
No.
I remember when we did that fucking thing. It was like, this is going to be this comeback video. Yeah.
But then, after he
It
talks
was.
to the
29K. That's all.
survivors, and they walk him through the evidence, now it is all of a sudden one of the most serious of cases.
I'll say with the evidence, like, appears at least, it feels like there's definitely, like, a bad, it's like the worst I can see is somebody taking advantage of people, like, emotionally, sexually, physically. Looking at this whole story and talking to people that were actually affected by it, I think that there was, like, really, there
Tom took care of this, but it wasn't what you were saying, and that's all Muta's saying. I'm going to stick up for Muta when I have to.
Yeah, I mean, like, what was the timeline from the Discord call in this video? Maybe he looked into it a bit more and then changed his opinion.
No, I think the criticism was about the way, the presentation. I don't know if anybody said this is complete bullshit, like something didn't happen here, but they're saying, like, this is suspicious. Tom did, it's mentioned in Nick's video, Tom did the actual legwork without turning into a theatrical nonsense. And he's acting like, well, I was going to sue him because he did this. And you didn't. He called your bluff because he knew you were full of shit. And he knew the way you presented the story was full of shit.
There was illegal shit that happened, right? Look, there are real people that I believe have been hurt by this. And for that considering...
And that's probably way out of fucking context. Yeah, there are people here. That was probably prior to that, if I had to guess. But this is what he screwed up. That's being omitted, if I had to guess.
I am giving my full support as much as I can. Speaking with more of the victims after this call myself, I feel very disgusted.
I couldn't trust the victims. I wouldn't have, not that I was doing an investigation, but I wouldn't have spoke to them anyway because you are out of your mind.
Hearing any more about the situation and the things that have been alleged to go behind it, which is why I'm doing my due diligence to at least try and help these victims out, but privately, not a public spectacle like Max is doing. I think I'm just going to take...
That seemed fair to me. That doesn't help your story. That doesn't help you, Max, because that's 100% true. It was a public spectacle.
Take the day off today and get on the stream with you boys.
Yeah, I know. I didn't want to burn you because I've asked you for so much already. But I'm happy to have you.
Good to work with you.
Oh man,
this whole thing has been so fucking insane, bro. I'm so glad that call came out. Ever since she made that like post on her Discord, it's like this call will make him look bad.
So he's at the same time defending this poor SA victim, and he throws her apart. He throws her under the bus on Spencer's.
Yeah, he has an entire fucking segment.
What a dud. Literally, I might not even cover much more than the Mutahar section. I don't care about the rest of it at all. I'll let those other guys deal with it. I'm sure you got nothing on Nick.
That's why I made it the thumbnail.
What are you going to say? You do Ultimate Rape Review? Yeah, but you're still full of shit.
Dude, I just wanted that to be the first thing people see.
I literally, like, the moment I saw that, I was like, dude, I'll just fast track her it up and just release this fucking thing myself.
So, just to make sure we're all on the same page, Mutahar was verifiably defaming me, the survivor.
No, he wasn't. He just spoke to you. He didn't defame you at all. There is nothing that you presented so far that he told that was untrue about you. There's no defamation that you presented. Zero. Zip. Nothing. Nothing. Well, you started off with, look, he violated the agreement like anybody gives a fuck, right? You're not actually taking any kind of legal action over it. It's probably not enforceable anyway. It was just a way to keep people quiet, to keep them scared. And at the end of this, you say, look, he's verifying that he defamed me. No, he isn't. No, he isn't.
And this case, with these public statements he made both before and after signing a non-disclosure agreement.
Yeah, defaming clearly exposes scam. Yeah, defaming is being clearly exposes scam. Yeah.
And I think the NDA stuff is really wild too. It's like, obviously, I think NDAs are like designed to, I feel like it's almost like a way to add some level of credence to this. Like there's some crazy case.
Absolutely. Everything Buddhist, you're helping his case.
It's like NDAs aren't enforceable in this situation. Like,
and that's why he called your bluff. You got your bluff called. Now you're like, hey, he broke the law. Isn't he a bad person? Get out of here. It's not gonna work. He might be a bad person, but not because he didn't fucking honor your stupid ass, phony, unenforceable NDA.
I mean, I could leak out everything. What's gonna happen? Are you gonna sue me or something?
So what this means is that Mutahar Anas signed an NDA under false pretenses, with the intention to release
I'm horrified
without the consent
wow.
of the survivors.
But you're going publicly and saying that.
I'm horrified.
To everybody else when you haven't spoken to the others. I'm just trying to understand, why would you do that without talking to us?
Which can fall under.
And I remember this talking stuff. They were criticizing the presentation of this whole fucking thing. By the way, some people talk to you. You're never believable. Spencer was never believable. And I don't know why I'm supposed to believe, because if you look down here, he cuts her in half in the next section. Look down here. He cut Spencer in half. Calling her a lying sack of shit. Like,
it turns out that she was not a reliable narrator. She lied about
At one hand,
her story kept fucking changing.
Look at these assholes calling her out, saying that she's full of shit. And then in the next section, by the way, she is full of shit, but only when it relates to me.
Breach of contract, defamation, negligence.
Can you imagine? You have to be 6 years old to fall for this.
And since this does pertain to a criminal investigation, it could also fall.
Has that even been proven? I don't know that this is being criminally actually. I think, like, where's the criminal investigation? Really? Now you got to come up with this. Where is this being investigated? Didn't this idiot just tell us the cops wouldn't do anything about it? Remember that line? Does anybody remember that?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
There was like a
under tampering with evidence, obstruction of justice, and contempt of court. I've actually been speaking with multiple legal professionals who all seem to think we have a very solid case. And
oh God, he's doing the same thing over again.
Dude, hold on, no. Play the video.
Oh my God.
What's happened?
What? Play what video?
Go back 5 seconds.
Play. Yeah,
Mitchell.
Go back 5 seconds and then just.
Mitchell.
Yeah.
Mitchell.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that's all you'd see. Yeah, there it is.
Wait a minute. What?
And contempt of court. I've actually been speaking with multiple legal professionals who all seem to think we have a very solid case. And given what's happened.
And he goes to an Australian case? Jobs versus Mitchell?
Did he use ChatGPT, dude?
That's his basis.
He's doing more. He's getting legal advice from AI again. What did he say? What was the famous line on that one? That's so funny.
Like knows the law.
Yeah, those lawyers, ChatGPT. Well, and apparently, he's just trying to scare people again. He can't do anything else.
Happened with Carl Jobs.
What a dud, Max.
recently.
Nobody's mad about Ultimate Rape Group. Nobody's mad about him breaking away. Nobody. This is all about trying to get you back. And you know what? The case really isn't that serious because you haven't even shown there's a criminal investigation. And by the way, Tom did it. It's done.
I'm pretty confident that we could sue Mutahar
No.
for a lot more than $1 million.
He's just full of shit.
Given the amount of damage he has caused.
Fuck
If you make
outta
a serious
here.
fuck up like that, I think not only is removing the video a big problem, but you really got to go onto your main channel and address
And notice
these-
he's saying we could. That is the ultimate fucking stupid ass bluff. I'm gonna scare you.
There is no we. It's just him
There is
now.
no we.
Spencer's
It's
fucking
you.
gone.
You. Do you have the money? I mean, Jesus Christ. What are you gonna do? You Spencer as a witness on your behalf?
situations. If you make a fuck up, especially one where you inadvertently end up slandering somebody, you got to cover for that.
And that
Where's the slander? You still haven't shown that. Where's the slander of you?
money could absolutely help the survivors and this case. He has repeatedly claimed
Well, as long as you get your cut, right? Through Patreon.
that he would provide financial and legal support for the survivors.
I am giving my full support as much as I can, whether that be emotionally, whether that be helping them liaison with actual law enforcement agents or lawyers, and providing whatever form of financial, benefit that I can, reasonably provide.
But that has yet to come to fruition, because from what the survivors have told me, Mutahar has not actually provided any financial, legal, or emotional support like he's been publicly claiming. At least.
But here's, does he have those survivors? Oh no, or can he hide behind them in anonymity again? Because from what I understand, I was hearing, this is like through the grapevine, I was hearing a lot of them, after Max blew this whole thing up, a lot of them they just wanted the thing to go away. Because Max turned it into such a first-class circus.
At least in the case of Camden Gerard Davis, there is proof. There is evidence
How come nobody can arrest this guy if there's so much evidence?
Of malfeasance.
Oh, that is the police not helping? Wait a minute, I thought there was an open political investigation. Max, you're dumb as a fucking brick. You're contradicting yourself. Like how many? We're 5 minutes through this.
Just because Mutahar said it's nothing substantial doesn't mean it's nothing substantial. He didn't even know what he was looking at. He didn't talk to any of the survivors when he made that comment.
I don't have that proximity to it, but I'm like, it looks more like an erotic roleplay server where
Did they not contact him? I don't know. That's up to fucking Mutahar.
He was in the server.
That's up to Mutahar.
He's up to Mutahar, but he was in the server.
Yeah. That's up to Mutahar to freaking deal with. I don't know. That's even not my
Boundaries
business.
are really
It sounds weak as fuck, though.
crossed.
An erotic roleplay server where boundaries were really crossed. What does that even mean?
Like, that's what I'm still putting it out as. Max is not like an idiot. Like, I think he's smart enough to know it, but he's like,
I'm not sure about that. In the last 5 minutes, this guy is all over the place. And I gotta be honest with you, that almost pisses me off here in Mutahar saying that, because I've been saying this guy's an idiot since 2021. Everybody said I was unhinged. That this is ridiculous.
like, fuck it, I'll just frame it as a cult.
Just so we're clear, the survivors came to me claiming it was a cult. And after my conversations with actual experts, I do think it is a cult.
This guy?
I'll make it look.
An expert. You know
Who the fuck is this guy?
You know what Mark Twain called
Some old white guy.
you know what Mark Twain called an expert? A guy from out of town. That's what an expert is. I have this expert. But is there a doctorate for being an expert in this? How about you tell us he's a lawyer?
More spookier than I can, because his
he can't. This guy is. It's impossible for him not to make a bogus video.
audience is like that true crime.
I could do this. I could do that. This could happen. There's a criminal investigation. Why didn't it get done? Because the police won't take it. Maybe it's all over the place. That's not a sign of somebody that's a smart liar. Thanks for the Ron. I need some Ron.
Crime audience, and I'm gonna say it, like, the true
I love
crime
when I get some Ron. Give me some Ron.
audience is like the most retarded audience on YouTube. You could fucking feed them the biggest load of bullshit, and 9 times out of 10 they'll believe it.
He was actively undermining the awareness campaign. He was reaching out to historical detractors of the channel.
There we go.
And going on live streams with them before talking to me or any of the survivors.
They talk to you. It's recorded. It's out there. What are you talking about?
But did you do it first?
Oh, yeah, you're going to play that fucking
Feature
game?
Max
Yeah, sure.
first.
Big deal.
And talking shit about the case. Here's just one example out of many.
Here's your replies.
Here we are.
Yeah, here we are. Please, man, for the love of God, stop doing chat TPC like it's God. You consider yourself a professional, but use chat TV for legal advice. And it looks like he did it again. Looks like he did it again.
Mutahar repeatedly attacked us on the live streams of people who hate me. Perhaps the...
Why do I hate you? Why would that be? Is it because you told everybody I was permissive of pedophiles? Even though I publicly come out, admittedly afterwards, that I was a molestation victim? What unreasonable thing that I could have come up with to not like you? Because in 2021, I thought you were over the top. When I thought you were actually, you were putting pressure on, I was sticking up for Mutahar, smart move that was. You're putting pressure on creators to support this bullshit campaign? By the way, the reason I hated you exposed you. All the dominoes fell. And it doesn't matter if Nexpo or Night Docs and Mutahar are the biggest piece of shits on the planet. It does not matter. If they told the truth and you could prove it, that's the end of you.
The most vocal among them is Tommy C.
I'm gonna be just straight up honest with you. I want this child exploiter pinned to a cross, and I think that you're gonna see a lot more Mama Max content from me.
The fact that this is...
Yeah, after what you said and did, I couldn't wait to get back at you. I absolutely couldn't wait. This is trying to expose me as some kind of bias with omitting the fact. And you know what? How do I believe what you're saying about Noodle Night Docs after I'm watching this shit? What I know is true.
The first person Mutahar chooses to speak with about this case should speak volumes about Mutahar's true intent.
Why? You can't. Oh, because he's crazy. That's okay. That's an ad hom. Why? I was right.
Hinge, Tommy.
I was
You're unhinged.
100%. Yeah, your copium, all that other stuff. I got it right. I said in 2022 that you never caught nobody. Boom. Wasn't it?
Mentions.
I was early. The whole thing sounded like shit from day one. Look into this guy, Mama Max's bullshit story, Mutahar. He must have got to a place where he thought that he proved his past videos are legitimate. Why'd you take him down?
So,
I know I'm legitimately angry. I'm
like I want you to tell me more. It's like the anger is good. It's just like fucking you gotta.
I can't think straight.
I am learning.
Oh, so I can't think straight. He admits the part that made me angry to begin with.
From the angry man.
All right, we're gonna go back because this is where Mutahar's in trouble with me. Oh yeah, I'm angry, unhinged. There you go. That's
Tell
what he
me
set it up.
more. It's like the anger is good. It's just like fucking you gotta.
I can't think straight.
I am learning.
I am learning from the angry man who just said he can't think straight. No, yeah, the anger is good. It's not like it clouds your judgment and obstructs.
Oh Jesus Christ! My judgment was right. I was right about you. Just because these guys are snakes just like you are, doesn't make... I'm still right!
Critical
really
thinking.
Calm down and
the
think about your
anger
answer. Tommy, right? You relax, bud.
I think you maybe need to take your Tommy C pill.
Yeah!
Take a breather, all right?
Oh, he's so crazy. This guy's been lying about it for 2 years. I can't think straight. Oh, I have no credibility now because I said I can't think straight because I was angry at you. Oh, no reason for being angry at you, huh? By the way, not one tweet. Not one tweet, one comment, nothing.
Good.
I don't know how much of that 4-hour interview you've seen.
Nothing.
That podcast.
He just said he has seen nothing.
Yes, because I was concentrating on the presentation. This is something that you tried to do to me when I was first going over your video. Let me get in there because you want to bend the narrative. I don't have to see it. I don't have to see any of it. What I was criticizing was then my questions, by the way, ended up in a call with you and Mutahar, and you didn't answer them too well, did you? No, I am not listening to 4 hours of unsubstantiated bullshit that doesn't have a police report or anything other than a YouTuber who is clearly, without a doubt, been using his website as a scam to fear other YouTubers to promote and to make it seem like he's catching people. There is no way I'm giving that a chance. And even without watching that video, we got to the bottom of it.
So Mutahar was learning from an angry man who can't think straight, who constantly spreads disinformation on...
And where's the disinformation? He's going to do it to me too.
...his targets.
Here's the information. He did a bunch of streams.
Made multiple streams about how I am a scammer.
Yes,
has seen nothing.
You scammed people. And by the way, I said why. I said exactly why. One of the reasons you said I don't monetize my fucking videos. So you lead people on, tell them you're getting caught. When you were questioned by Muto and Nick, you weren't. All the things I fucking accused you of, I don't believe you. Turned out to be true. Every single thing.
This whole situation is
can you send in the video he made on me? This is, yeah. Listen to this. Listen how he tries to twist this too. It's too funny.
What? It's this whole situation.
Can you send in the video he made on me? Can you send Muto the video he made on me that one summer?
Please teach me your ways. Washed up commentary channel number 46,800.
Well, maybe people really realize why I was upset with you. You forgot to omit this? Oh, you didn't have context. You didn't have to.
153.
Tommy, that video was not about you.
No shit, Sherlock. Stop taking me literally. It was the opening. It was the opening. Oh, by the way, the rest of it was bullshit. I'm like, oh, the video was not about you. So I guess it makes me look like an egomaniac. Yeah, it's only a video, the first 3-minute section, saying that I'm pedo permissive. Yeah, okay. By the way, motherfucker, and I want you to remember this the rest of your goddamn life. You don't make that video, you might be still running the scam. Yeah. Because all I said the year earlier is I don't like the way you did the first one. Seems kind of sus to me, and I moved on. A year later, you ran this stuff when I was in Lanzarote.
A 3-minute segment. And rest assured, Mutahar already watched it. This is the text he sent.
You got to see this, folks. This is unbelievable if real. I don't believe a word this guy said, so I can't say. So I'm waiting for Mutahar to come to me to tell me if it's real or not.
And rest assured, Mutahar already watched it. This is the text he sent me after he watched it.
I think you put our friend Tommy on suicide watch, bro. Wait, for real? Lol, I saw the first part. LMFAO. If he didn't already, he probably should.
And now, all of a sudden...
All right. Mutahar has told me that he had absolutely fucking no idea that I was really the only major critic. He has told me that bulls to fucking bones, that he honestly didn't know.
He is pretending to be best friends with Tommy C, someone he constantly talked shit about.
I mean, I've had this discussion with Tommy recently, and actually I would say Tommy C and his call-outs with Max, because I have respect for Tommy C. I've talked to him, and I think if he's going to say something, there's probably some weight to it.
Most of you will have no idea how hilarious this is to hear.
Oh, it's hilarious to me if true. But the problem is I can't trust your DMs. I'm waiting for Muta to contact me. Because I am absolutely sure if you say they're not real, Max will drop them.
But other YouTubers who have heard Mutahar talk about Tommy C behind closed doors will know that he is bullshitting all of you. For example, before we started recording for the Some Ordinary podcast, Mutahar told me not to worry about Tommy Senile because nobody has any respect for him anyway.
I can't believe that because I know you're a liar. I just watched the beginning of that. I don't know. But the DMs are kind of damning. Here's the thing, Mutahar, if this is true. I'd like to know something. I'd like to know if these are true, and please, debunk Max. Be my guest. right? Because, by the way, this is not like a huge surprise to me. I was pretty sure this was the case, but now that I'm seeing it in writing, I'm going to dismiss what I just heard, that you run around telling everybody I'm no fucking good. All right? I'll dismiss that part, right? Because that could be him putting sprinkles on top of the thing. So I'll dismiss that completely. But here's the thing. I've never asked you for anything. I have never asked you to come on. You came on by yourself. The first time I ever did a stream on you, it was positive. It was like, this is how to handle a drama, Mutahar. This is not how to handle a drama, Blair White. I have never, you were always nice to me. I told you about my kid. You talked to my kid because he saw the memes on YouTube Kids, and you were happy to put on your camera and talk to him. What did I do to you for you to feel that way about me? Is it just, like my wife says, you were just trying to fit in? Were you afraid of Max? You had a good reason to be. Who was the guy that he threw under the bus? His ex-girlfriend's boyfriend? Tried to make him out to be a pedophile?
Mutahar?
Yeah.
Mutahar.
Or are you just that gutless? I know you lied to Chud. I'm pretty sure you lied to me. Is this just the way you roll? Muta, aren't you a religious guy? Like, do you have any kind of code whatsoever? Or are you just constantly lying and taking it back and lying and taking it back? Yeah, like, I'm not cool enough. But when I'm face to face, I'm cool enough with them. By the way, Muta's not the only one that's like this that I've run into. I am a little surprised it was him because, boy, he had a really good front. I got to be honest with you. If this is all true, I know it'll never happen because you'll never actually put anything above your money. You'll probably owe me a public apology on that goddamn channel of yours. The main one that doesn't get deleted. If that's true, if those DMs are, I mean, am I crazy here? Am I out of my mind?
No.
Like,
the thing is,
that
like,
guy
he
made me out
God.
to be somebody who was permissive of this stuff when I was only criticizing the way he brought it out, that it was theatrical, over the top, stupid, dumb, unprovable, no evidence. I mean, you saw him doing. See, Tommy slanders me all the time. He puts out misinformation, doesn't point out the misinformation, right? And you're sitting there in a chat. Yeah, you put Tommy. What did I do to you to make you want to do that? And by the way, I was in Lanzarote the whole time. I answered through one freaking video, and we had a great time. I was there for 2 weeks. So I wasn't on suicide watch. I was just fine. In fact, I cared so fucking much about it, I decided to respond to it in December, 4 months later. So I'm sorry if that's the case. Maybe we should go over the last thing that Muta wrote me. I don't remember it. I know I saved it. I'm kind of interested.
I think it's like Muta apologized to Chud, supposedly.
Yeah.
But then he just
utter bullshit.
Removed the fucking video. So I don't think he's gonna ever apologize to you.
I wanted him to talk to him. Hey, out of respect, I'm here to ask you about your concern you had. And the concern I had is, did you throw me under the bus on the Some Ordinary podcast by hey, buddy. Did you throw me under the bus under the Some Ordinary podcast? Right? Oh, listen, fuck your DMs. By the way, you know what? Fuck this.
Like them.
Let's put them on.
Hell yeah.
So I told Doe that I'm really super pissed because Chud told me that you went on and said, boy, man, there's some people out there really challenging Max. It's really fucking crazy. By the way, when the Tommy C video came out, the bogus video that you ended up busting, okay? And I wanted to know because the only person you could be talking about at the time was me because I was the only critic. It was me and what fucking veto. Hey, out of respect, I'm here to ask you about your concern you had. Jen played me a few messages between you two. It seemed you guys have issues with something I said in the podcast a couple years ago regarding Max. I'll figure out if you want to call about it and hash something out. But from what I heard, you seem pretty upset about it, and out of respect, I'd want to revolve it. I know it had something to do with Max being on the show and collectively calling us critics cringe At the time, I did not know you were the only sole critic.
That's bullshit. If Max is to be believed, that's fucking bullshit.
So, are the DMs real? That's my next question.
Yeah.
Jen is Doe. Oh, it's fucking Doug. Of course I know he wasn't paying attention.
It's actually Jeannie.
Yeah, it's Jeannie.
Jen is Jeannie.
Yeah, totally.
I honestly, I forget. I respond to this in an order of response, but that's what I said. So if that's a straight up fucking lie to my face. That's a provable lie. If these are real.
The thing is, Tommy, Doe did confirm a few DMs that Max leaked.
That's what Verse is telling me, that Doe confirmed.
Did he either...
But I don't know. I gotta be honest with you. This guy, Max, is such a lying sack of shit, and he's so dishonest, and he's willing to omit things. Say he's accuse people of defaming him and not provide any evidence of it. I can't believe this until I see it. And I don't believe in going private YouTube calls with YouTubers. By the way, a couple changes over here. Tommy will never be allowed to upload content on his own until he friggin' moves out of this house. That's including and after he's 18 years old. Because you could get your you get your life friggin' ruined when these YouTubers come over. We'll get into Night Docs and what's his and Doe and Nexpo in a few minutes. No one is ever coming over here again that's not already a close friend and I haven't known for years. That's it. If you're a YouTuber I only know a couple years, don't call me when you're in Frankfurt. I'm not coming anymore. Because what would have stopped Twoon when he came over here to saying, yeah, Tommy's really nasty to his wife. And yeah, I don't like the way he treated his kids. And he got really, really drunk. Well, Twoon is normal and he's a fun guy to be around. And he enjoyed hanging out in my arcade and hanging out. But I'm realizing I got lucky if the Doe story is correct. Very lucky. That's it. We're done. And the fact that, you got to collab with people. If he starts becoming a content creator at 16 years old, collabs with the wrong person, his reputation is ruined before he goes to college. Never happening. Never happening. It's Nick, Willie, Wang if you ever wanted to come over. Tom if you wanted, and that's it. I'm done. Dunzo. Yeah, Twoon's a great guy. I know he's not crazy. I know he's not constantly going, did somebody hit on somebody? Is there some sexual impropriety here? What happened in Discord? He's not one. He's actually a real man. Kind of a bro-y European college kid, but Jesus, to me, that's normal being 22 years old. No more YouTubers. That's it. Never happening again. Yeah, I mean, the only ones I've already met. Like, Drew, that's it. We're done with YouTubers. I'll be your friend on here. That's it. Our relationships are over. Over. I have to know you more than 5 years. That's it. I don't care who the fuck you are. I don't care whose feelings I hurt. I know when people fly in here, they want to come by and say bye, and I always welcome. That invitation, that's with fans too, is now null and void.
Not even Doug?
Not even Doug. Sorry, Doug. I haven't known you that long.
Wait, for real? Lol, I saw the first part.
I've had fans come over here. I've had fans over my house. Over with.
LMFAO. If he didn't already...
Oh, Vega, you're obviously on the list. I've known you more than 5 years.
He probably should.
And he was 10.
Now, all of a sudden, he is pretending to be best friends with Tommy C, someone he constantly talked shit about.
I mean, I've had this discussion with Tommy recently, and actually I would say Tommy C and his call-outs with Max, because I have respect for Tommy C. I've talked to him, and I think if he's going to say something, there's probably some weight to it.
Most of you will have no idea how hilarious this is to hear, but other YouTubers who have heard Mutahar talk about Tommy C behind closed doors will know that he is bullshitting all of you.
Teeny, you're obviously not on the list.
Oh no, I'm joking.
Before we
I'm
started recording for the Subordinary podcast,
list,
Mutahar told me not to worry about Tommy Senile, because nobody has any respect for him anyway. He has no respect for Tommy C. He has no respect for any other creator. He has zero respect for his own audience.
A lot of people watching.
So do you, Max.
YouTube cannot critically.
If you did, you wouldn't sell that fucking vampire werewolf cult bullshit too. I noticed that you had an expert coming to call it. Did he call it a vampire werewolf cult?
Think anymore. So when that video came out, and I was like, I'm reading the comments, I'm like, yo, they're eating this shit up. What the? And then like I make a video and everyone, and then like I make a video and everyone like flips. I'm like, you guys are the worst people. You cannot critically think whatsoever.
It's not that your audience can't critically think. It's the fact that we have misplaced our trust in you.
We? Who's we?
He's a fan.
The royal we, Tommy. It's just
All
a royal
the fans. Yeah.
Furthermore, why did you sleep on this Camden Gerard Davis case for 3 years only to expect multiple influencers to immediately jump on it as soon as you start discussing it? Why tell people to hurry up and discuss it, such as making videos about critical, not immediately responding to you, when you yourself didn't respond about this case for 3 years? People tell me about allegations all the time. I don't really know what's real and what's not.
Oh yeah, you got to the bottom of this one.
To interact with your own people,
no, Keem, you come over.
Until I actually look into it. Spencer kept messaging me, and once she invited me to the Discord server with the other survivors, that's when I realized, oh shit, this is important. Oh. I should have exercised patience as they have done, but it was just so sad to see all of
get the fuck out of here. You smelled the money train and got caught. You were trying to teach her to do your scam. Who are you kidding?
Them. They kept trying to tell their story, and no one wanted to listen.
I like how he censors her. Isn't it funny? It's comical that he's censoring her face. Fucking comical. He was on stream with her. He put her face in a past video.
Multiple fucking streams.
It's such a joke.
I'm here and I'm telling all of my friends.
You actually don't need to
and
interact.
And none of them wanted to listen.
Your involvement would entail a
Clown can come over, not you.
Can I come over if I bring Clown?
No. Only Clown.
Brief 15-minute session, allotting 3 minutes per survivor. A subsequent Q&A is optional.
And no one showed up. Yeah, I was just like, fuck it. I'm gonna launch this case into...
You're a fucking clown that nobody believed. And he doesn't remember. Like, he put that video out and then he started streaming his channel all of a sudden. And he wasn't getting the response he thought. And I bet this is not going to get the response you think either.
Everyone's face.
This is Max, this is when you start to fade in oblivion. This is the beginning of the absolute fade.
Fake canceling.
And what's with him and videos a year apart?
And I was praying, I was hoping that he would just sit down and listen to them. And I know the importance of this case and cases like this will only grow as time continues. So maybe one day it will carry the urgency that it deserves. But
you're on tape saying I'm the pedo hunter. I could fuck your world up, Charlie. You can't be a pedo hunter anymore.
Mutahar divided all of the survivors.
Yeah, I want to see something.
You lost everything. That's it. It's over. Put the fucking fries in the bag, bro.
Did he put the old ones back?
Most of them are unlisted, though. Or should he put
he put them back. He put them back. He put them back. I was wondering if he did.
Survivors
the thick aside
made sure that they didn't talk.
I actually think you helped Mutahar's case. The only thing he did is show him that he's fucking talking behind my back, but I don't even know if it's true.
And that's really sad.
Oh, get me out of here. He's fucking.
Because many cases like this often only begin after a public awareness campaign.
And when we found out what else was going on behind closed doors, I'm talking.
Fuck that shit. I'm not listening to any of that shit. Let's go to the fucking. I saw something with Tom Holland.
The eventual result of your video.
Okay.
Of all this.
So I know there's people out there saying I'm doing it to self-serve. I just want my video back up. I don't give
like
a shit if my video comes
me.
Back up.
Only me. It was me. That's what. It was me. It's still true today.
It did what it needed.
This is you desperately trying to claw back your credibility by throwing other liars under the bus. The liars that helped perpetuate your lie. If that Mutahar thing is true, all he did is he was supporting your bullshit stuff. And then when it got too hot, he flipped on you. It means you're all about it. You just pulled the grenade and took the rest of the scumbags with you. It would be the equivalent of if I was dug into a position and I had 3 terrorists, I don't know, 100 yards away with assault rifles, and one of them pulled a grenade and blew up the other 3, that's what you did. That's what happened here. Oh, well.
To do, so that was in the video, is...
Yeah, I don't think I could take more than 3, 4. I know. I can't kill 100 like Lord Vega did.
Currently in police custody. And it
was that as a
I never killed anybody, by the way.
result of your video, or was
Yes.
that prior to the video?
Yes, it was because of the video.
All right.
The video was about IMVU and this one predator. I made it about him and him alone.
IMVU is a game, right? You
Yes.
played the game and you exposed this guy.
Yes.
Do you mind walking me through the chain of events that led from your video to him being imprisoned?
Yeah, so I dropped the video. The end of...
I don't know. I can't even take this shit. Can you believe that after everything this guy has done, that he had the balls to try to turn this into another racket? I mean, these con men, they don't give up. Tommy, did you see the DMs? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. But I don't know if they're real because this guy. Look, we caught him in lying about Muta and lying about me, and then omitting information just in this section. Muta does have an obligation. I'm not chasing him down. He can square things away with him. I'm not chasing. I'm not talking to his wife. I'm doing any of that fucking shit I did before. If I don't hear from them, they're real. But I can't say for sure because this guy is such a fucking liar. I wouldn't be surprised if he generated them.
Of the video is a call to action. Usually all my videos are a call to action, like find him, and we did.
So in this case,
yeah, you did. You find your ex-girlfriend's boyfriend. Spencer's how it gets to next, pal. That sounds the most interesting.
Yeah, do you want to do a new next book first? I've got that like already.
You might be able to only do one here. Yeah, until it gets boring.
Genuine question.
Because the
here.
next thing is long.
Yeah.
Why did you betray Night Docs?
I'm only interested in the stuff fucking with me. I gotta be perfectly honest with you. I don't give a fucking shit. This guy is a phony predator hunter. He always was. Everybody knows it, and if they don't know it, it's not my fucking problem. I am not the police.
Despite all that he did for you, is he lying or is he telling the truth that you made false allegations concerning him? I actually really want to talk about this.
Me too.
So just for some background, I met Jim Pagel, creator of Night Docs, at PAX South 2020.
By the way, Jim, you're the biggest fucking cuck I ever met.
This is where I also met Nexpo, Mutahar, and some other YouTubers. This was my first experience meeting other YouTubers.
I'm never doing that. Ever. This is what I'm talking about. I am never getting together with any of you motherfuckers. None. We're done. We're done.
Besides a random collaboration with Official Duck Studios in 2019.
Welcome. I remember Official Duck Studios. He was like competing with Leafy for a while.
Go!
I remember him.
Faster!
Anyway, this was my first real friend group with other influencers. And I was a bit awkward, to say the least.
Right against the cat.
You're a bit fucking weird. You got kicked out of military because you couldn't fucking handle it. You don't have an honorable discharge, from what I understand. It's less than honorable, or it's medical, one of the two. You treated that fucking ex-girlfriend of you like shit, and I believe the other stories too, the other victims. How about that?
But I became very
close. I'd love to shake his hand. He's never coming over.
Close with these people, specifically Night Docs and Nexpo.
They're really hung up on the fucking nobody's coming over here thing.
Okay, buddy.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
It's kind of funny though.
But it is funny. No,
That's like who else?
I'm done. I have met the best people online. The people that have helped me and stuff like that. But yeah,
What about PewDiePie?
No.
Let's like
No. I'd love to shake his hand if I met him at a con or something like that. Hey, I love your work. Great job. That's it. No, he's not going. Nobody's coming over. Nobody. With friends like these. And notice whenever there was a con in LA, they'd all start fighting. Remember the whole Gamergate thing broke up after that? They all start killing each other after they meet each other. That's it. The only thing I would ever dream of doing again, I'm nowhere near as big enough to do it, is like go to London for like the Real Talk thing. That's it. Wavy's, I said Wavy before. Why do you guys care? He's 0.
Guys, whoa.
Everybody knows. 5 years. Close friends. That's it. No new ones.
Guys, what's going on? Guys, I said stop. Drawers, stop. The drawers, not my drawers. Give me the fucking camera.
And Ruby and I ended up moving in with Night Dogs when he invited me. And from what I remember, Jim was a very kind person.
Oh boy.
And an extremely loyal friend.
Max and Ryan, Nexpo.
I'll say he's loyal. He came on here after you fucking threw him on the bus.
Like, those guys are as close to being my brothers as you can be without being blood related. I mean, I would do anything for those dudes.
Would you?
And I have so many fond memories with Jim. But Jim would often get on Ryan's nerves. Nexpo.
This is what I was suspicious about. It was a content fucking dishing on Nexpo's part. I don't know if that's true or not. And there's no way to trust this guy, but I'm suspicious.
When we would film together. I remember this happened with pretty much every episode of Cringe Kitchen, as well as Ben Drowns Again that we all filmed together. And I think it was because Jim has ADHD. He is prescribed Adderall and often drank a lot of energy drinks.
Is that bad for you? You get Adderall and energy drinks?
That was great.
I was prescribed Adderall years ago and I got rid of it.
On top of a nicotine addiction.
I have that.
So Jim would often get lost in whatever he was doing. And this would result in
It's like 99% of YouTubers, by the way, including me.
and getting pissed off and venting to me about Jim.
Probably bring maybe Max and Nexpo along too, if they're up for it. I know Max will be all on board with it. Max is like, always like, whenever I ask Max about anything, he's like, yeah, dude, let's do it. Come on, let's go. Like, he's really awesome that way. Ryan tends to be a little busier and all that. So not as easy to get a hold of Nexpo all the time. He also shuts his phone off quite a lot too, so he's hard to get a hold of unless he wants to be available.
What the fuck's this guy? You can't get to the fucking point.
I mean, how does he like keep cooking himself?
Ryan and I would become closer than brothers. I think just because he was a year older than me and our opposing personalities mixed well. And there were
I love how he manipulates everything. Like, we had this great relationship.
Times when he would ask me questions about living with Jim. And I told him I would help Jim care for his girls when he was busy.
What is that?
Smart move, Jim.
Who do you want to be here? You miss
No, I can understand why he's blocking this kid.
Well, I'll show Max this. You want?
I would love to talk to Jim. I would love to. There's somebody I'd be willing to talk to. Jim. I want to know how much is this bullshit. Or what are you going to do, Jim? Are you going to throw him with Max now? How about try telling the truth, any one of you assholes?
You want to tell anything to Max? If Max was sitting right here, what would you tell Max?
You can't find a good nose. I've never had nose hairs. I can't recommend one. But I think they come with the electric shavers. I've never had to use one.
Max, I want you to come back.
Now let me be clear. Just because I would supervise and feed the girls on occasion does not mean I think Jim is a bad father. Jim is actually very kind and loving. From everything I have seen, his children are very happy with him. I am just explaining my side of
him
what
using
was
this clip is bizarre, but he always does everything bizarre.
Yeah, it's very just
it's very Max.
Manipulative.
Yeah, because he understands an emotional argument is better than an actual argument. Because people want to be outraged. He's literally an outraged king.
Happening when I lived with him. So when
By the way, I will be reviewing every one of your pedo videos for the rest of your life.
Ryan and I would hang out without Jim. He was always very curious about what was going on.
I will cast doubt on all of them, and I have more than enough past stuff on you to do it forever. And I don't give a fuck. You don't believe victims? I don't believe the ones you're presenting.
Going on at his place.
Not going to work with me. I don't give a shit. I mean, we're the ultimate rape review guys, right?
He would ask me questions. Ryan always loved talking about Jim. Anyway,
I fell in love with a woman who was helping me hunt predators, and Jim graciously let me invite her to stay with me for a week. And this is when I started hearing the first rumors about Jim from this girlfriend, because she was chronically online and spent most of her time on all of our Discord servers. And
YouTubers accuse everything with their fucking doing. Fuckhead. So funny. Thanks.
Participated in a lot of the gossip that happens on these servers. It wasn't anything serious. It's just that Jim was very flirty with
a bunch of gays,
with women, which isn't a crime. So I didn't really care. But again, when Ryan would ask me questions, I would answer him honestly. And since he was also hearing some of the same stuff from his own Discord server, we would compare notes and discuss what we've been hearing. And then we started witnessing firsthand.
Is it me or is he trying to turn Jim against Nexpo?
How Jim would behave with women in real life, saying some pretty inappropriate things that would create some awkward situations. And it's not like he was hurting anyone, but I think because of that and the rumors and some other personal stuff, over time we started to distance ourselves from Jim, and eventually we just stopped talking to him. That was the extent of my relationship with Night Docs, but things did not get that bad for him until VidCon 2022, when Ryan told Mutahar about all of this. And that's when Jen, Mutahar's wife, told us about her experiences with Night Docs.
You know, in it regards like Night Docs. The whole situation is like, you know, you hear some things and then you're trying to figure out where they're coming from, and then you find out, you know, it was originating from Max the whole time.
Yeah.
Not that Night Docs doesn't have fault of things of his own.
Now I'm gonna leak her DMs that she sent during my cancellation to a witness who will be speaking shortly. Hey, I remember a couple years ago.
Thank you, Lan. Appreciate it.
Hearing the whole Jim and the waitress story and that you felt uncomfortable. Was I remember things wrong?
What's the waitress story? Does he even say what it was? What a great video you've done.
It was some joke from Jim about him and I potentially spit roasting with a waitress that talked to us there. It came out of nowhere and it just surprised me, on top of me thinking it was just weird and disrespectful lol. He's saying now the waitress was into it. From what I remember, she wasn't around at all when the joke was made, and I can't recall him talking to her directly. Unless it was while I was in the bathroom, I don't know. I mainly remember everyone there just being like, what the fuck, when he said that to me. I can't speak for the waitress if she'd be into that talk or not.
Wait a minute. Is she saying that he hit on her? Let's see.
She wasn't around at all when the joke...
pause real quick. The gray is
was made, and I can't recall him talking to her directly. Unless it was while I was in the bathroom, I don't know. I mainly remember everyone there just being like, what the fuck, when he said that to me. I can't speak for the waitress if she'd be into that talk or not. I'm just trying to piece together some things because cool, it's not a pedo, I guess. He was still out of pocket and obnoxious. I feel for the dude.
I'm just trying to piece this together, things, because cool, it's not a pedo, I guess. He was at a... How would this even... Pedo in this come... Like, I don't... Like,
yeah, they're like not on par.
They're so weird. Yeah, no kidding, it's not
maybe
pedo.
He got a little bit too flirty. Maybe he said a few bad jokes,
I don't know. This is a guess. I'm going to say, is she trying to bait Max? If this is real.
I feel like it's
she wasn't gaming Max. She was gaming someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a witness who's apparently going to show up later
Yeah, his name
on.
is like Trox.
I feel that it was like a text for divorced dad behavior. Yeah, as soon as she left, I was banging my brains out.
Book Divorcee Dad Behavior. As for the other claims, I have no idea. He got too pushy with me before I met Muta. He can't read a room. So just for everyone to be crystal clear on this, Mutahar...
You know, the thing too is like, what... in fairness to Doe, what DMs am I not seeing? Like, we know he admits stuff. He's admits stuff in the Mutahar section. What are we not seeing?
And Jen were already saying...
I'm not ready to throw Jen under the bus for this. Because we don't know what else was said. We just know one part of it.
And I quote, Night Docs is a fucking creep. Even Mutahar himself admits he did not hear any of the rumors from me.
In regards to Jim or Night Docs, there were two allegations. One of them, which had come from Max, allegedly, in amongst a friend group, about him not being necessarily the best dad. There were two key things. One of them was him being asleep most days, and then the other was that Max would have to step in and feed his children cereal or whatever else was in the house. This is something that I heard, again, not from Max, but through our internal friend group. And while this one definitely raised some questions about, okay, you know, gotta be attentive if you're the dad, it wasn't necessarily the most serious thing. However, what was more serious was the allegation where he had allegedly started unzipping himself in front of a minor, exposing himself over a Discord video.
That's his
now,
fucking
I actually confronted Jim about this one specifically because I wasn't exactly, I need to know the bottom of this truth, or I need to understand or at least get his side, because obviously I met the person in reality. Me and my wife confronted him, and in this situation, Jim obviously categorically denied that he had done anything, but I didn't have any evidence for or against Jim, and you know,
this is what I don't have evidence for. I don't know if fucking this came from Max or Muta. There's no evidence on it either way. It's completely believable that Max spread this rumor. Here's another thing. If you were given misinformation, you still talked about it, you still distanced yourself.
Hey, Bruce.
Hey, Verse. What's going on? What am I missing, Verse?
Yo, Tommy.
What am I missing, Verse?
Well, I was just going to remind you for that part. So he says that none of those came from him, right?
Yeah.
And when Muta says that it came within the friend group, he's specifically referring to Doe, and Doe had heard it from Max in person in a conversation, which I confirmed with Doe that he's referring to her. So yes, it came from Max in person in a conversation that Doe was there for, who then shared it with Muta. So in his video, when he says it wasn't from Max, it was from the friend group. It was Doe telling the conversation that Max had had. So yes, it did come from him. He was full of shit.
Well, it's kind of like from Max within a third party.
So Max is lying here about Doe.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I was suspicious too. I was
about the
suspicious
allegation
too.
not being part of him.
Well, I don't know if this is on the podcast or not, and I really don't care anymore because my relationships with YouTubers are fucking finished, right? Doe said something interesting. I don't know if this is on the podcast or not. I remember said something, it was really awful. I hate that guy Night Docs. He's a complete fucking cuck. Sitting there kissing Max's ass, coming on here trying to debate me about it, saying, I think you're being a little too hard on Max. After the guy Max had already thrown him on the box. She said something interesting. She said, and I never followed up because I don't give a fuck. So I'm sorry I'm not going to be able to solve this mystery. I said, isn't it awful what they did to this poor guy, even though he's a jerk off? And she said to me, well, there are other reasons we cut ourselves off for him. If you ever want to hear about him, it can be another time. And I don't care, and I never called her about it. So that's weird too. I don't trust anybody anymore. I think that's bizarre because she told me that, what Max did was awful, but suggested that Night Docs had done, this is to me, right? Suggested Night Docs had done some other shit that wasn't covered in any of these videos. And I don't think that was on, I think that was right after we ended the cast. But in fairness to her, she didn't go into it, and I didn't give a fuck.
In spite of all that, I still decided to, hold back my connection, not talk as much anymore. We weren't necessarily the most talkative people anyways, but this absolutely sealed the deal. And that's just because I don't really like to interact with somebody that even has that kind of an ick on them or that stain. Because again, I don't...
Well, thanks for giving me that stain, Mutahar.
Well, what's true or what isn't. In this situation, I just decided to dial back.
Is that why you stopped interacting me, that you stained me and then said everybody was...
The friendship that I had. Obviously, considering everything now, I'm more inclined to believe Jim at his word, given the other party.
So let's break this down. Mutahar claims that there were two allegations. One of them, only one of them, had come from me, allegedly, which was that Jim was a bad dad. And then Mutahar even admits he did not hear this rumor from me. It was from an anonymous source within the internal friend group that he intentionally does not name, who was spreading...
And explain to me, Where's Verse again? Explain to me why this is bullshit again.
Left.
Oh, he left now?
He left. He's saying because he confirmed with Doe.
He confirmed with Doe. Right. Okay. And what did he exactly confirm with Doe? Because I just spaced the fuck out. Because this guy's voice just gets on my fucking nerves. What exactly? Get first. Explain this to why. Explain me why Max is lying again, so I completely understand and don't space out again.
Okay, so for him saying right now, like, it came from an anonymous person in our friend group.
Yeah.
The anonymous person is Doe.
Okay.
And Doe did not make this up. It was from a conversation with Max in real life with other people.
Oh, and Max didn't post that part, I guess.
Yes.
Okay. No.
So he's like, see, it came from an anonymous person. He doesn't want to say who it is. He doesn't want to say where this mysterious thing came from. It was from you, but it was shared from someone else on the recipient instead of
her
you.
source. Doe's source was Max.
Yes, and I did clip this part, and I asked Doe on Twitter. I can link it to you if you want. It's not that important, but I asked her. I was like, when Muta's talking about this, is he referring to you specifically? Then is that? And she's like, yes.
Okay. So Doe didn't do shit to fucking Jim.
So,
but she did tell me she didn't want to be around a guy. Jesus, they can fucking three.
Yeah, they had no problem with them getting.
These three losers, they can't even get together and have a good fucking time. All these fucking losers, they can't handle the simplest of human reactions: going to bars, having a good fucking time, without fucking eventually swinging their audience. Is there anything left in this that's legitimate, or should I let Night Docs defend himself? Or Nexpo defend himself?
We can talk about the Nexpo shit. It's kind of like...
I don't know if I give a shit. I mean, this guy's thoroughly discredited. I'm wasting my fucking time here. You know? What else?
I mean, just keep doing it.
Is there anything with Night
Other
Docs
than
that's
that,
interesting?
We could either do the Nexpo or get into the Spencer stuff, which I think you probably don't want to even watch because it's just so gay. Because none of them are fucking credible.
I'm literally wasting my time. Look,
none of them are
credible. crosses every die and God fucking bless him. I don't. This is a show, not so much a stream. It's compact, so you can digest it. It's already a fucking hour and 12 minutes long.
He did talk about Charlie.
Also, from what I understand, Night Docs, one of those guys is responding. So maybe I could just let him go defend him fucking self. This is the stuff that has something to do with me. So Doe's good, but Mutahar still has some explaining to do. But something tells me I'm not going to hear from him.
Probably not.
Whatever. I mean, in fairness to Muta, he did get in touch with me last time. I did not find his explanation all that good or interesting, and I just didn't care anymore. It was my first step in I think I'm done with this shit. Chad Logic banned me in chat because I said it was Cleveland's all. I don't ban people. Did you guys ban people on my chat? I don't ever ban anybody. No.
I just ban spammers.
Yeah, it's fucking spammers. Yeah, that's fine. That's for the chat. So I'm not put up with that. But I think everybody bans people with me. But whatever. Is there anything?
He definitely times people out if they're retarded.
Yeah, I do want to see Max's apology. Where's that?
Yeah, so Max apologized to Night Docs. I just sent you the timestamp.
Jim.
Oh God,
I'm so sorry. I'm going to do something to you. There's so much more I need to say. I'm down to talk if you're up for it.
There we go.
Is this his fucking Twitter?
Oh, but there's a lot of them. Let me.
Yeah. Oh, this is the one that I got one that follows me. Oh, Ukraine, Palestine, coconut. Is that him?
Let me double check.
Make sure that Night Docs YT.
Yeah. That's it.
We need to talk. How about this? Once again.
I'm so sorry, Jim.
I love your
kid. I've missed you.
I love spending time with you and your family, Jim. Come on, Jim. It's me, Max.
Of your cock. Return to me, Jim. Signed.
I love it when we cuddle.
Maxwell.
Keep an eye on my Twitter. See if he responds to that. I'll put him on right fucking now. I would love to ask him about this. And I'm fucking cuck.
Let's finish it.
And you got the balls to come on with me. Yeah, the balls of fucking.
Dude,
whoa.
it's so funny how many people were looking at this guy and saying that it looks like Tommy.
Him?
It kind of does, though, right?
Yeah.
Everybody keeps saying
miss you,
he looks
man.
like you.
What's his real name? Don't maybe we shouldn't.
I miss
Jim.
you. I miss you, Jim.
No, last name. Because it's Jimmy? James? Last name. That's the
I have
thing.
no idea.
He said it. He said it earlier.
I hope you
It's
can
public.
walk away.
I said, yeah.
Yeah, Jim Callanan.
Oh, okay.
Away from all of this stronger than ever. And no matter how much fire you come under, remember that you're Jim fucking Pagel.
Oh my God!
No matter
Bulletproof.
how much fire you've come, remember that you're
Love you,
Jim
buddy.
fucking
I love you, Jim.
Pagel.
Is Mama Max a retard?
Yes.
Hell yeah! Oh boy!
Speaking of
It's
retards,
always
Doug
like
is in
cinematic with fucking Max. It's
I'll
always
be
just
nice
like
this time.
putting on a fucking show. Write him the quote that Max said to.
What? Oh God! What quote is it? Oh,
No matter how much fire you come under, remember that you're Jim fucking Pagel.
You're Jim fucking
Bulletproof.
Pagel. You said that in front of me, I'd beat your ass. My God! So the stuff about him mistreating his kids was made up by fucking him to begin with. That's so funny. You already got like a major part of your video disproven. And everything's, Max is like a woman. Behaves like a woman, like a manipulative woman.
What was your first indication?
I don't know. Let's guess. Wow.
No matter how much fire you come under, remember that you're Jim fucking Pagel.
Does he ever take responsibility for or he just says these guys accuse me of
take
stuff.
responsibility for what part?
Like, does he like for any of the shit he says? Does he say sorry about anything? Besides this.
No, that's what I was telling Willie too. A lot of the stuff, if he's referring to himself, he still weasels around.
Yeah.
But when he's talking about other people, then he's bringing up DMs and other shit.
Oh, I see. So he might have. So he may have. He
has some stuff.
He may have
Mutahar
being
this is so
a
irritating.
Friend
Is you have
you
have different stuff, and it's like, oh no, that's not good. And then it's like he's like, I did nothing wrong. It's like, God damn it, dude, fuck.
I want to know what I
like,
did.
especially the Nexpo stuff. Nexpo was going pretty hard on the pedo stuff against Night Dogs.
I don't know.
For being a friend is pretty fucked.
None of them are friends. They're all shits. They're so desperate for clout. And he said, Night Dogs, as bad as these people fucked him, he was willing to come on here and stick up for Mama Max just to get back in. After what he had done to him.
That timeline kind of matched. So like while Night Dogs was on your show, they were making fun of him in DMs.
Yeah.
Saying, "Oh shit,
Where
Max,
do we have that? Do we have that up here? Do we have that anywhere?"
Hold on, let me try. Let me try.
It's in the Nexpo part, isn't it?
Oh my god!
Yeah. It's the Nexpo.
Yeah, the Nexpo part is actually is pretty important, Tommy. I'd say.
Oh,
I say we have
the
to watch
Nexpo
that
chapter. As long as you watch that one, I think you're good. The Spencer one is more just retarded funny, where it's like, "Hey, fat bitch, here's the picture of all your fucking food, and every time you ask me to get you fucking McDonald's, like an Uber Eats driver."
Yeah, I just sent you the DMs.
That was a great for hitting that goal. Next goal is you guys rock. Can you hit it? Slap a like on it. Send me some money and have fun. That's what we're here about.
We're guys.
We're all about fun. Oh my god!
Remember, guys, you're bulletproof.
This is so funny.
Doug,
correspondence
you're
with
debilitated
Ryan.
for life and will never amount to anything. Go fuck yourself.
Let me see this.
Deleted all of his messages. I think because he knew I was going to expose him one day.
That's interesting.
There were many times he would talk shit about Jim. Even videos.
I will say that's suspicious. Next.
Yeah, but you're about to see something else. He forgot something, Tommy.
Oh, did he? Yeah, it's kind of like when Illuminati forgot to delete the one good video on my channel before she closed it.
Sometimes you leave sometimes you leave group chats in Discord without thinking about it.
Yeah.
And when you leave, you can't delete anything.
Oh.
Where he would make fun of Jim. He deleted all of them. But I mean, feel free.
I have this thing scrolling. It's be almost possible this is fake, right?
To read through my own messages. I looked up to Ryan like he was my older brother and always came to him for advice. Yeah, I think he...
YouTube advice. Yeah, well, here's how to screw over somebody else to move forward. Gotcha.
Doesn't want y'all to know that, since it contradicts his disavowing of me. Unfortunately for Ryan, you cannot delete messages from group chats that you've already...
Max gets a W.
Left. Sorry, Nick, but you're gonna get caught in the crossfire. You can blame Muta and Ryan for making me do this.
Oh, I don't think Nick was gonna...
Yeah, that's
If Nick was... I got news for you, Max. If Nick was lied to by these guys, and they all tested...
different Nick.
Different Nick? Oh, okay.
Different Nick. Nick Crowley. Yeah, Nick Crowley.
So I believe this was regarding Creator Clash. LOL.
Do you that is an LOL, in fairness to Max.
Not want to go? I thought that was for the call tomorrow. Is that what I said, idiot? You just fucking laughed, loser. I laugh at your lack of intelligence. You know who lacks intelligence? James, I'm gonna groom the shit out of you, Bagel, with Nightcock's Media. Nightcock's banned a girl that we knew. He found out she was taken.
So Ryan is implying that Jim only wanted single girls in his Discord server.
Stop. Bro, what is the context behind this? No one knows. What the fuck, lol? The Jim lore is always expanding, I swear. Can't wait for his redemption arc. Jim when Kitten logs into Discord. Is this Jim? Is this Jim?
Hi everyone, so I just wanted to hop on here real quick and tell you that I am actually breaking up with Jason.
No! Who the fuck is Jason? I'm confused.
It's just a random video. A random meme, Tommy. It's not that
it's a meme. Oh, it's a meme? Oh, okay. Right. I don't know this. I don't watch that teenage faggy TikTok shit.
It's just a random TikTok.
I watch Jordan Peterson and fucking Joe Rogan.
All you do is fucking watch football.
Damn,
just fucking watch this video.
You're more retarded than that guy sitting in that chair.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, look at him.
I know.
Yes.
I know.
Jason.
Would you guys still be down to do part of the iceberg? I'm gonna pick it up next month after I get a few more vids done. I heard Night Dix is down for the part with young girls. Go suck his cock? Yes, that's all I do, to be honest. VidCon? Fell off? Huh?
This is in 2022. What is it? February. It's a month before. No, it's a year after the thing he made on May.
The fuck? I'm sick of you guys treating me like shit. Gonna start a new friend group with Jim.
Oh, wait a minute.
He made both of you, to be honest. Dude, you fell off. Damn it, is that a Jim moment? Bro, did you collab with him Pagel of Night Doc? Famous Webby nominated YouTuber? Yeah, it was a Night Doc's media production. He really went to bat for me.
So I think it's safe to say that they were all phony friends. I think it's safe to say that it's okay if no more YouTubers I haven't known for years are ever coming over here. Ever. I don't care who the fuck you are. Or I'm ever meeting up with you. I'm not doing anything. If I don't already know you, you're done. You come on, you do an interview, whatever. Dude. We're done. Never a fucking again. These guys get together. Because that's the thing. Like, let's say Twoon came over and he just said, yeah, Tommy beats his kid. I saw him doing it. Like, he slapped him on the butt really hard, right? He was here. That could be verified. Now it's just like, I didn't do it. Then it's his word against mine. That's never happening to me.
This time.
Bring some jerk off over here that has like 30,000 subs. Like, oh, you're fucking 40. I'll fucking throw Tommy under the bus. Fuck that.
That's deep. Want to hear something even more deep?
Illuminati's not allowed over either.
And heartbreaking? When I'm with you guys, I feel like I'm the low man on the totem pole. Bro, are you serious, dude? Come on, man. Shit, I feel bad, dude.
If it makes you feel better, man, your content's trash.
I want to talk to Jim. Is Jim there? The guys are all
Not
like,
yet,
Really want to talk to him, don't you?
Yeah, okay.
Trash and you fell off. But dude, you shouldn't feel that way. Honestly, man, I do. I know my content is far superior, but it's just the algorithm, man. Dude, just keep trying, bro. Maybe you'll hit.
Who's fucking Nick Crowley? Just make sure.
Similar content.
That's
Yeah.
Nick Crowley.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, Nick Crowley. You're getting caught in the crossfire.
The algorithm in 2047.
I'm sure fucking Night Docs knew nobody liked him. And you guys were all, you're a bunch of women. You get together and you pretend to like each other. It's so fucking funny. Bunch of girls.
LOL. Pathetic. Yo, what the fuck? How the fuck are you two going to turn me into a gym like this? Yo, what the fuck? So just for context, this is a group chat. Glink invited Ryan and Jim too.
Fucking, what's his name's in there?
And Ryan would
these things are fucking cancer. I haven't been one since whenever I exposed the NCO. These are motherfucking monkey ass cancer, and a lot of drama starts there.
often make fun of Jim for wanting to go to events.
Augie's in there, smacking it out. Augie's in there, fucking way. Oh, it's fucking funny.
That we were invited to. Let's play a game. Spot the Jim. Lamau. You inconvenience me consistently. In other words, when we make a podcast, you tell me, slut. Whenever you're ready, we brainstorm names. We include Nick and Jim. Fuck no. Ha 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 ha. Can't have me without Jim. Podcast when? Finally got a name.
You know, I'm hearing that fucking Expo's plan of attack is going to be he's got the timeline wrong. Why would that matter? I don't know. Maybe you can show me. I'll review Night Docs' stuff, but I mean,
I'll be honest, it's still kind of funny.
You clearly hate the fuck out of this guy. You clearly you hate the shit. This guy's already out of your life, and you're still fucking joking about him. I mean, God, we had the drama. We were probably the most. I thought we were the most petty. I guess I was wrong.
What is he going to try to say? This is how we are among friends. Even though,
yeah, well,
I could maybe.
I don't know. He's going to say
Jim was there. Jim's not there.
Yeah, Jim's not. Yeah, Jim's not. You hate the motherfucking monkey ass. You took this jackass Mama Max's word for it. It just looks like you got rid of competition.
The Night Docs Media Podcast, a subsidiary.
Or you just really hated the fuck and smiled at his face.
Night Docs.
You'd be the first YouTuber that did that to me.
Media Incorporated, LLC, 2022. Fuck both of you seeing Night Docs Media live. Got any friends that might want random shit from my place?
No, Bungie can't come here. He's too fucking young.
I got the couches, 2 beds.
I like this new meme.
Lazy boy chair, 2 desks, office chair, 2 dressers, shelves, etc. Jim. I believe this was right after Jim's house caught fire, by the way. Write that shit down, that's the funniest thing you've ever said. I hope you continue to use it for years to come. I'm sorry I let you down. Lamau. Bro, what is the context behind this? Random DM last night. He's with Oki right now. Oki was asking me about Jim when we met him in LA. WTF, wait, this is for real? I told him we parted ways but didn't delve into detail. 100%. It's real. So I'm assuming they talked about it. Did y'all get invited?
Doesn't seem like Nick Crowley did fucking anything. He just happened to be in here. So he can still be friends.
Yeah.
Jim.
He
really do
I
anything.
guess.
Willie Mack always forever.
I believe this was the invite for Lightwave. Yes, going. I think Jim might be there. LMFAO typical. I'll ask. Tell him the fucking deal straight. We don't mesh anymore, my mans. I'll let them know. Boys, we merch trading at VidCon? What size shirt you wear, bitch, Muda? Large? Gonna make you a walking advertisement like Jim did.
So I'm no longer Nexpo. I'm officially.
Have I ever in all our DMs or anything talked about one person that I already had a breakup with this much? Yes, who?
Well, not breakup. It sounds a little bit gay.
Who? No, breakup like I stopped being YouTube buddies with him or something like that.
Falling out.
Maybe Keem.
When you and Nick were friends, probably Nick.
I didn't talk about Nick. That's a big fucking lie. I wanted that. I want to be so far away from that. That's not true. In the beginning.
Yeah, but you were talking about how far you wanted to be away from him.
No.
yeah, that's Tommy. That's,
dude.
I said, and you guys can back me up on this. You better, you assholes. I said, look, I don't hate him. I just can't have that situation. I don't want anything to happen. I'll just throw this out there and I'll cut bait. And I didn't want anything to happen to him. And thank God we got over it. But yeah, I probably was right.
For that.
Well, with Nick, you know what? I'll take that one. I'll take that one on the chin because with Nick, I was really hurt about the whole situation. All right. I mean, nobody knows the right.
You kept talking about it.
Shut up. All right, let's go. But I wasn't sitting there. I wasn't sitting there going, "Fuck Nick. Nick, I hope he dies." It's like I just want him gone.
No, you weren't. You were just staring out the window, going, "I can't believe Nick."
Yeah, I was crying about it. I was being a bitch. Yeah, that's true.
Night Docs. I'm a walking advertisement. So is Max. Hey, do you feel like you're being
Nick is allowed.
used, man? Because you're walking ad.
So I believe this was
Would you let Game use your bathroom? No. Find a porta potty. Fuckface.
Parade number 1, dude.
Text message from Nick to Ryan. I was right, man. Jim's making a statement. Shut the fuck up.
Well, there you go.
Just donated $5. Can I come over? I need a place to plug in my Switch 2 and see.
No.
What we do? Trying to get a coffee or what? So you can see here, Ryan was always very concerned about Jim speaking up. Holy shit, boys. Anyone see Jim?
I didn't get that feeling at all, actually, Mama Max. I just think he doesn't like the son of a bitch.
Story. Deleted Instagram off my phone. What'd it say? Showed this tweet with a sappy message. Love it when someone decides that not only are they not your friend anymore, but they poison the well for everyone else you were friends with.
Yeah.
When was that? 22? Is that before or after that stream?
After.
That this was written afterwards?
After your stream was 2021.
With him, when Night Docs called in.
21. Yep, I'm looking at it right now. It's just December 28, 2021.
It's December 21. It was a couple months later.
Yeah.
Sounds familiar.
Was he 100% sure that guy fucked him over? Maybe.
I mean, he didn't really.
Sounds pretty sure.
Well, he was definitely trying to fucking shoehorn his way back in.
I think I know who he's talking about.
Or he can come over. Without Connor.
I'm telling you, dude, he thinks everything is 100% me. I know it. It is. So I'm half joking here. Clearly, we are all accountable for shit-talking Night Docs. But up until Mutahar was involved, Ryan was the most vocal about Jim. Fuck you. I need to talk to you.
No, Doc's not going to make the cut. Doc on the radio.
Please.
Oh,
Bro,
no.
Stop.
Keep track. No.
LMFAO.
Keep track of them.
Talk to him.
Keep track of them. Keep track of them. Write them down. I'll answer them all. Keep writing them in. I'll write them down.
What about Edwin?
No, I don't think I will. So I believe this was during Pick a Side YouTube. Jim was fighting off the commentary channels. You sure do know how to win a man's heart. Always with you, dude. He reached out to me so many fucking times, and you said not to reply, and that you had him.
This is the timeline. It matches. This is what I mean.
Okay, hold on a second.
When he called in.
Okay, this is when he called. Oh, this is the part right here.
Yeah.
Blocked.
Wait a minute, Max. You sure know how to make this? Always with you, dude. Hardy fucking har. Wait a minute. This was the day, the 26th?
Hold on. It's a little bit blurry. Let me check it on my end.
I got 12/26/2021. That's the day he called in?
Yep, that's the date.
So Max is talking to Night Docs?
No, hold on. I apologize. 28 December.
Yeah,
but look at this post right here. But this is interesting right here. This post right here, he's showing Nexpo that Max is showing Nexpo that he's still talking to Night Docs. Right here. Yeah. And at the same time, he's letting Nexpo he's joining in the fucking shit on Jim train in this thing. So he's just as much a part of it as Nexpo is. Am I crazy?
No.
He reached out to me so many fucking times. You said not to reply, and then you had him blocked. I know 100% he thinks I'm the one talking about him. I can talk to him about it if you want, or we can, or not say anything. I don't know. Up to you. They put me in a shitty spot. Now I look like a fucking asshole. Well, you are an asshole. Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. You're supposed to be a good guy on YouTube. I'm sorry, man. I didn't even think about that. And so Max is just as fucking guilty here. Maybe he called in because he was under the impression he was still friends with Max. Hey, are you guys hearing me? This is kind of a revelation. This makes more sense. And that means Max apologizing in this video is hysterical. You're sitting there exposing Night Docs of fucking over Jim. And you're doing the same thing.
Night Docs is Jim.
No, with Nexpo, you're doing this. Like, you're going back to Nexpo and saying, "Yeah, I'm pretending to be his friend. Don't worry." So that makes perfect sense. Why Night Docs called in? So it makes sense that he called in and defended himself because Max is pretending to still be his friend.
Yep.
Oh my God, these guys are the slimiest. Would I let Basher on my house?
So I don't remember ever saying this. So a few months before, I asked him,
you don't remember?
Ryan, if we should block him, and he told me yes. So I actually didn't tell him to block Jim. I was just asking if we should. But I didn't want to block Jim because I felt he was owed an explanation from the both of us. But whatever.
Never happened, huh?
Now he 100% thinks I'm the one talking shit about him pulling the strings here.
You both. To me, this wraps Nexpo and Max. Max is cooperating with the shit. He is just as guilty as Nexpo. If Nexpo's guilty,
he's taking other people with him. He's not proving his own innocence.
No, I know. And the best part is he thinks he is. That's the best, funniest part.
I can talk to him about it if you want. Or we can. Or just not say anything more, I don't know. Up to you. That put me...
Max a little more complicit. Because he's talking to Night Docs, and I'm assuming they think everything's cool. And then he's running back to Nexpo. He's with you. You sure I'm in the way of heart? He's with you, dude.
He's being a two-faced prick.
He's just being everybody's a two-faced prick. And Mutahar's the only one left to prove Max wrong if he wasn't a two-faced prick to me. And I just want to make this 100% clear. If he comes clean, and he should come clean with it, I did nothing to Mutahar ever. I was nothing but nice to him. I respected him, and I defended him far longer than I should have.
In a shitty spot, and now I look like a fucking asshole. I'm sorry, man, I didn't even think about that. We should talk to him together then. Shut up. Kill yourself.
Would you invite Doe over about Mutahar? No. Sorry, Doe. I have no problem with Doe's, but no. That's haven't loved him long enough.
Why do everyone in Squid Game look the same? Yeah. Something to note about YouTubers. They spread a lot of rumors. They
kettle back.
Love to gossip.
That's right.
And they love to appear like they don't.
So do you.
But they most certainly do.
I gotta talk to this fucking guy. I actually gotta talk to this. No, he's never gonna reply.
Yeah, he's not gonna respond to you.
Should. Because I want to ask him about that. Was he pretending? Was he? Well, I mean, at least I can give him the credit that Max was pretending to be friends with him. That's a little more understandable than coming on and defending him after. This makes it. See, these tweets make it seem like he wasn't sure who's pulling the strings, but he knew something was wrong. So he comes in here and defends Max. He should have corrected me months ago about this. Yeah, but he was probably to stir the whole drama. He probably wanted to call in and tell me, Tommy, they were pretending to be my friend, but this is easier.
Keep in mind, this is only what I have saved. There was a lot more in my DMs with Ryan.
I don't believe you until I see it.
And it was much
with you anyway.
Worse in person. It's also pretty interesting that Ryan has privated all of his Cringe Kitchen episodes with me and Jim. And if you go to the ones that are still public, you will notice his audience thinks it's because of my involvement. But all of his videos with him...
It is. It kind of is.
...me are still public. I think he might be trying to hide some things in those videos that could verify what I am saying.
So actually, I'm going to be joined by Mama
You convinced me that he's a phony friend. That's it, Mama Max.
Max and Night Docs. Let's get some music going.
And Night Docs knows I'm not the type to talk at like parties. I'm a pretty.
I think you
Dude,
fucking
look at that. It's Tommy's brother right there.
Yeah, right. I am starting to feel a little bad for this guy. He got used and motherfucking monkey ass abused. Is he older, Night Docs, than them?
Hey, Tommy, he's a fan of Last Jedi. Fuck him.
That's a good point. Fuck this guy. And yeah, and he's like,
fuck this guy.
He's got flags.
Maybe he is.
Flags in his bio.
Right? Maybe he is.
He still didn't deserve to be fucking faked out like that and called a creep because he hit on some fucking waitress.
Quiet guy.
Well, they also the
Mama Max and Night Docs do live together. Yeah, he's actually upstairs right now, working on. I think he's working on his next video right now. You know, he'll be standing there. He might not be saying.
He plays this fucking nice little music in the background. This guy's such a fucking.
And much, and then you hand him a camera, and things just start happening, and it's really cool.
But people who love to get drunk and run their mouths, that is Nexpo and Mutahar. Luckily for Mutahar, I don't have any evidence of him calling Jim a predator. He mostly did that in person when he was drunk, but from my memory, he was very vocal about gossiping, not just about Jim, but pretty much every other creator that thought they were his friend.
Muta is a wonderful, wonderful human being. You guys have, like, he's exactly like you see on his videos. Like, he's just so full of energy. He's like...
I want to find out if that's true. I got to be honest with you. I want to know if Muta was saved.
I buy it.
I don't... Here's one thing I want. I don't even give a shit. The whole Tommy senile thing, that's out of Max's mouth. So, whatever. But yeah, I want to know if those fucking DMs are legit. I think I have everything right.
Oh, I totally buy it until I'm proven otherwise.
I tell you something. If you don't want to apologize, but just want to confirm it, go ahead. But if you want a real apology, main channel to me, and that's not for my fucking ego. That's so I know you mean it. Main channel to me, or it's not apology. You want to live with this? You want to sit there and go to church or fucking mosque or whatever you want? Fucking lie like a sack of shit and be a backstabbing prick. That's on you. But if you want to be my friend, main channel, full apology, never take it down. How about that? So we can't play the same shit you played on Chud.
He's got like the quickest wit I've
Main channel. I'm not non-negotiable. Main channel. Don't even want to talk to you about it. Don't want to negotiate. Main channel. I'm sorry. I talk shit behind your head for no reason. You were nothing but nice to me. And he never asked me for anything. And I sit there and I push the fucking rumor without saying my name on a very big podcast that I was pedo permissive. Something Max doesn't even bring up in this fucking video anymore.
ever seen. It's so hard to keep up. Like I generally have a lot to say about everything in general, but I got nothing on Muta. Muta's got a really
Could Queeman show up? Yeah, sure.
hot take on just about everything.
There's so many YouTubers that can substantiate this, like Nick Crowley.
Nick Crowley's like, what the fuck?
Dude.
Fuck Nick Crowley.
I just make scary videos.
Fuck him.
The fuck are we watching?
Bro, I need you to tell me.
We all deserve. Nick seems the least innocent, or at least culpable in any of this work.
Mac,
at least culpable.
What are we watching, dude?
Trust me, just watch.
Shut up, Nexpo.
Would have never gossiped to me though. I didn't know. Those guys talk. See, contrary to popular belief and the rumor Keemstar spread about 7-8 years ago, I don't socialize with anybody other than the Shot from the Point crew.
I do know that during the Max stuff, when you were talking about it before everyone else the year before, a lot of people were talking shit about you behind your back.
What do you mean who? What do you mean who was talking shit about me? Oh, when the in between time that it got it. Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Of that. Yeah, I'm sure. And I was right and they were wrong and they had to fucking eat it again.
I don't even know what I'm doing here. Get me out of here.
But he's probably going to defend himself and his friends. But that's okay, because there's one witness who is brave enough to speak up today.
Who it is?
Hi, I go by Prox. I'm here to provide a new perspective.
You look like a Prox.
On the relationship between Max.
Are we sure that this guy isn't the beta?
Yeah, right. Stop.
I think they got 90. I think they got.
You were joking.
Oh yeah, of course I'm joking, but he probably.
Ryan, Muda, Nick Crowley, myself, and Jim. Specifically as a witness as it pertains to the allegations from Ryan and Mutahar that Max destroyed Jim's character. Before I get into the main topic, I want to give context on who I am and why my perspective
I don't give a shit you're looking for a shout out. I bet this video will be big.
Is important. I've been involved with these guys for over 5 years.
You're the weirdest one. Look at all of them.
And I have first-hand experience with many of the people and events I'm going to talk about. Here's a brief rundown of the projects I've
Hey, Muda didn't shout me out either.
been a part of. On April 27th, 2020, I was a part of Ryan's project called Ben Drowns Again. On July 15th, 2021, I was part of Ryan's Walton Files analysis.
But the person filming this can be heard in the background saying the following.
So, on June 24th, 2022, I was a part of Ryan's project,
What the fuck's that? Get to the goddamn point.
Darkest Half-Life mod, which you won't find without the Wayback Machine.
A strange temptation awaits him.
I really need to take these pills. This channel used to be called Nexpo After Hours and was publicly available. Uploaded on May 1st, 2022, I was a
After Hours. He had ripped off Augie.
part of a video with Ryan and Nick called Meeting Dream at 3 a.m.
Can I kiss you? I mean, can I shake
I don't need to see. I don't give a fuck. I care about
Muda. He just kind of like confirms that Nexpo is a bad guy. That's all he does.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's all this guy does.
Nexpo sucks. I have no reason to.
Doug, where are you on this?
DMs as of now.
Where are you?
Where am I on this?
Yeah.
It's just pretty much like what you said. It's the same.
No, you're right. Yeah.
If you want to know.
It's what I said.
Pull up Gamer J Lee.
Gamer Gay Lee, you're on the air.
Gay Lee in here.
Gay Lee.
Yo.
What do you got to say for yourself?
It's been a long week, and this guy's a creep. There you go.
Thank you. All right, let's watch this bimbo. Yeah, she said it.
Yeah, yours good.
That's one thing I believe you, Max. You weren't starving her.
We're helping. Max starving and hurting Spencer? It looks like Spencer is on Facebook in groups asking for money for moving. She is claiming Max is domestically abusing her and starving her. She doesn't say his name, but it's very...
She says that about a lot of guys she lives with.
implied because she lives with him. Wasn't Max supposed to give her a bunch of money? Seems like she spent it or he lied. Here's screenshots I got, but covered people not involved with them. I met this young girl online from a post she shared in a local group. She's doing her best to get out of a really bad domestic situation. She's trying to get back local to stay with friends where she will no longer have to starve, but can't bring herself to abandon her dog there. I know some don't get it, but some will. She found a friend who will foster her dog until she gets on her feet.
Did I predict that he would cut her loose as soon as this thing fell flat? And that's exactly what happened.
Well, she cut him loose. To be fair, Tommy.
Yeah,
he's getting fucking abuse and everything allegations.
Yeah, so technically it's the other way around.
Yeah, but I mean they were using each other. He was using her for money as much as she was using him. Wow, it was pretty clear that was the plan.
Even small donations add up.
This is the fucking scam. Where's my nacho fries? Yeah, dude.
All I can tell you is that we had plenty of food when she was living here. We always got her food every time she asked. When she wasn't buying her own food, I would go to the food.
So why should I believe her essay shit? Stupid.
Well, she was hungry.
Bank.
Well, she's lying here. Why can't you be lying about this? You got no credibility.
What
Get
sugar?
her
Come
food,
on, man.
or pay for her food, or share our food with her. I even got her $31.63 worth of Taco Bell.
Well, that was a bad idea. She's fat as a house. God.
While she was packing her stuff, and barbacoa tacos at her request before she left.
Besides, I want my tacos!
Besides that...
Dude, the amount of DMs where she's like, hey, are you going somewhere soon? McDonald's now.
Yeah, that's the last thing you needed.
No.
Wait,
So
like
all the allegations that
literally
Spencer
like
brought
Jabba the Hutt of commentary.
True. You decide for yourself. So apparently one of her friends leaked a private message that I guess she was sending out to all her friends. So I ended up moving in with the YouTuber that was supposed to help me expose the cult, as it was my last resort. So this is true. Spencer moved in because she was in the middle of a crisis, getting kicked out of her family home. She had nowhere else.
Or you found somebody to exploit and you could twist her fucking words.
To stay. And since we were making a documentary, I thought it would be beneficial to have her close, especially since a big part of this documentary was to get her independence. There's also multiple people living at my house. She's been a family friend for years. And so I didn't think it would be weird if we invite her to stay in one of the empty rooms we have, temporarily. Even her father came to meet me and my other roommates, and we all agreed this arrangement was fine.
You know why I know that? Because it says father.
But of course, the internet made malicious rumors about us because of this. In retrospect, it was a bad idea. I know, guys. You tried to tell me. Because she is a disrespectful roommate, a very demanding...
Oh, and the fact that you could actually make her say whatever she'll say whatever the fuck you want her to say because you put a roof over her head, you dipshit.
Oh, so no, still, the conflict of interest still isn't an issue. It's the fact that she's a fat cow and a terrible fucking...
She tore up the fucking couch.
What did your fans tell you? Yeah, that SA victim members is a fucking fat pig that'll eat you out of house and home. No, they said, get her out of there because it makes you look bad, you dummy.
Individual and a hyperreactive personality, which we will address soon.
Oh, what a surprise. Look at her. She's a slob.
He promised to cover food, medical, everything. Well, he only wanted to help for the money, so he never paid any of my medical from the start. This isn't true. I paid for her first few bills, but then after everything that happened, I literally could not afford to even keep us in this house unless we were all working.
Even if you're making good money, if she got sick, you're fucked. That was a stupid idea too. Like, what if she had like and it had to get appendix removed and she didn't have no insurance? She's living with you. How much would that cost without insurance?
Who fucking cares? He's making like 20 grand a month.
Working together.
You think he could afford that? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, he's making. Yeah, that's right. He's making a shit ton of money. Yeah. Making a shit ton of money. Yeah, I forgot how much money he was making.
Oh, that was just Patreon too. Forgot about the channel views and other shit.
Yeah, other shit. Yeah, he was making everything. It was a Patreon scam.